everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Bluegrass Home and Garden TV. Art Hubbard with Hubbard Mechanical is with us. And if you tuned into our last show, you're probably like, wait a minute, Art is in the kitchen. He's not talking about plumbing. That's because Art's got some mad skills when it comes to everything smoking. That is really coming out there. But that was a great, I was there to, after the camera stopped rolling, I was able to sample some of those nachos, and they were very nice.
Yeah.
What are we doing today?
Today I'm doing a smoked salsa. So I've got all my vegetables, your tomatoes, the onions, the garlic, and just all the ingredients that you need for it. All the jalapenos, obviously, gotta have jalapenos.
He had me at tomatoes and garlic.
Yeah, and I just got it smoked and just get some smoke, just flavor to it. It's not really a true smoke, but it just puts some of the smoke flavor.
All right, and we'll be back here in just a minute to get going and see kind of how all this comes together. Stay tuned.
Well, hello there. I'm Richard Weber here at Springhouse Gardens, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about a topic that a lot of people get confused about, and it is a very basic thing when you're talking about flowers. And I'm going to tell you which ones are annuals and which ones are perennials, and just tell you a little bit about that so that maybe you'll feel a little more confident when you go into your garden center, when you come out here to Springhouse and you say, I'm looking for an annual. You probably need to know what an annual is. So let's start with that one. An annual is a plant that you have to plant every year. It's not one that comes back every year. So an annual would be something nice like this Artist Blue Ageratum. And nowadays, people are growing these mainly in these individual plants, pots, these quart pots. So these are now, a lot of people call these a specialty annual. So they're going to be a little bit more expensive than maybe what you're used to when you used to buy bedding plants. And bedding plants would normally be sold in a flat situation, and you'd have so many plants per flat. These are actually what are called, and I always have to think about this, this is called, see, I don't even remember. This is a 6-pack. That's easy to remember, especially if you drink beer. This is a 6-pack, but these are big 6-packs. These will come in all sorts of different sizes. It gets very confusing. A lot of places still sell them by the tray or by the flat, but nowadays we're selling them by the 4-pack, the 3-pack, the 6-pack, and they're individually priced. So it's a little confusing, but these are your classic annuals. And you might recognize this one. This is a begonia. Other classic annuals are going to be coleus, impatiens, marigolds, zinnias. Those are all things that you have to plant every year. And the whole reason they're called annuals is they complete their life cycle in 1 year, in 1 season. That's where the annual thing comes from. A perennial, on the other hand, like this very unusual perennial that's right here at my knees, this comes back year after year after year. So you could say it's a perennial favorite. It just comes back because it likes where it's growing. Unfortunately, a lot of today's perennials might not come back the next year. So that further complicates things, but we'll talk about that later. But annuals, you plant every year, you change up the colors. Perennials, you better like this color because it's coming back year after year after year. So hope that helps you on your next trip to Springhouse Gardens here at 185 West Catnip Hill Road in Nicholasville.
Hey, this is Brittany with Comfort Master Heating and Air, and I'm here to tell you some tips and tricks to save you money this summer. One problem that you may see that can cause a lot of other problems is water in your drain pan. If you notice water in your drain pan, it is because there is a clogged drain. It backs up, allows the water to spill over. If the safety does not cut your unit off, you could ruin ceilings, you can ruin floors. If you call us here at Comfort Master, we can come clear your drains and save you time, money, and inconvenience. And also do not forget to change your filter.
Here at Hubbard Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. We're constantly saving our customers hundreds of dollars. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hubbard Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
New in 2021, the name that defines the very best, Jimmy Nash Homes, brings you new communities, new floor plans, and styles featuring Andersen Windows and Doors, the most trusted name in windows and doors. See it all at jimmynashhomes.com.
Hi, I'm Richard Weber from Springhouse Gardens, Did you know that getting your hands dirty is sometimes a good thing? Digging in the dirt has been proven to reduce stress and provide a sense of happiness and contentment. Come find your happy at Springhouse Gardens.
It's time to get that yard together. So whether you need topsoil, fertilizers, grass seed, mulch, or pretty much anything else, Urban Ag Scapes has the stuff you need for your yard. Delivery service is available, or come fill up your truck at Urban Ag Scapes, the homeowners and contractors source.
Well, we are back. Okay, it smells so good. Oh, okay, tell us what we got here.
I love Roma tomatoes. I think they make the best, like chilito or salsa. They turn out real good. So I just quarter up the Romas. I quarter up red onions. I take the jalapenos and just cut them in half. I take a lot of the membrane that I do. People like heat differently, so I take some membrane out, some I don't. I take most of the seeds out. Garlic. Everyone loves smoked garlic. It is really, really good.
Smells so good.
And then I also put crushed tomatoes out of a can and put them in there just to give it a base so that it can all go there, and I smoke that as well, so it just kind of gives it a whole
Yeah,
nice
Romas
profile.
seem to like kind of hold their texture not too much and don't get too watery.
They do.
All right, so any like rhyme or reason like how much you're putting into that? Or just...
I do it all based upon taste and what I want. So I stage it in different times. So like I'll start with it and then I'll just taste it. Okay, I need more jalapenos, I need more garlic, I need more onion, more salt, and just
I thought you say jalapenos.
jalapeno.
I say jalapenos.
Yeah. Sorry, that's the Texan in me coming out.
All right, well, we'll be back here in just a few. You all stay tuned. I cannot wait to try this. All right, this week's Pinterest hit and miss, for the most part, is a hit. And I say that because you can take this concept and do so much with it. Gifts, every season, every holiday, family things, you name it, great. You need to start with 3 books. And instead of ripping the covers off of some of my favorite books, I went to one of the dollar places. The most economic way to do it. So I've already ripped the outside off of this one. You want to try to find a solid page or very minimal writing, otherwise you're going to want to paint it. And I don't want to paint these. So here we go. I can feel my sister-in-law, who is a librarian, probably cringing right now. I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna, oh, that one came out nice and clean. So you see there, same thing here. You can always go back and work on that. Now, we're gonna set this aside. These are brand new books, easy peasy. I'm going with these that I've already been working on. I actually wanted to do a paint set. I had these that my mom gave me of some of her old books that we ripped the spines off of. I like that vintage kind of yellowy look, so I'm not painting those. But this one, I wanted to do a family one for my name and my 2 boys on this. I saw those on Pinterest and they were really, really cute. So it'd be like Mommy or Amber and then Thomas and Roman. And I was going to do the writing in blue on the lighter color and then white on the navy. So I ripped the spines off of these and the covers. I know that my navy's going to be in the middle, so I've painted it that way. You could go ahead and paint it all if you wanted to, not a big deal. But this one is going to be my bottom, the middle, and the top. This one could actually use another round of paint, but for time purposes, we're going to make it work. Okay, so that's going to be what's showing your way. So I want to make sure that no white's covering, so I want to shift those that way. I could actually go back and do a little bit more, but I'm just going to bring that up a little bit. Now I'm going to hot glue these down together just for stability. You could spray glue these or just tie really well, whatever works best for you. Okay, and I used chalk paint. Okay, so we're going to let that go. You can see that these aren't all exactly the same size, not a big deal. We're going to make it work. Okay, I'm going to take a piece of burlap. I want to connect it on the bottom side, which I had painted as well. Not realizing how my books were lining up, I decided to switch and use the other one for that. Right. This won't be seen on the bottom, so we're not as worried about it being perfect. Just make sure you give yourself plenty of space on the spines to put the stamps, which will, you can do that, handwrite it, do the stamps, whatever. All right, we're gonna go back in and add some more layers. And just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna tuck this under here for right now. Oh, we'll lay it like that. Okay, so we've got this. I'm gonna go in. I wanna find a way to add this in, but for right now, we'll just kind of lay it there, and I'll hot glue everything later and show you all the finished product. Oh, my ribbon's coming down a little bit. And if you have pages that start to go up because of the paint, a little bit of spray glue helps. Just maybe put something heavy on it to make sure that it secures. Okay, so here you go. We're gonna add a couple of leaves maybe in here, add a floral, and then once we get our name stamped on here, it is perfect. So many ways that you can use this, guys. I mean, this could probably be one of my next favorite handmade gifts for pretty much any occasion. All right, stay tuned. Next show, it is all red, white, and blue. Tons of Pinterest ideas coming your way. You do not want to miss it.
It's time to get that yard together. So whether you need topsoil, fertilizers, grass seed, mulch, or pretty much anything else, Urban Ag Scapes has the stuff you need for your yard. Delivery services available, or come fill up your truck at Urban Ag Scapes, the homeowners and contractor source.
Here at Hubbard Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. We're constantly saving our customers hundreds of dollars. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hubbard Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
How do you create the garden of your dreams? The right plants, in the right place, with the right soil, and with our advice. Come see us at Springhouse Gardens, where buying plants is a walk in the park.
All right, Art, what we got?
We got the smoked salsa. It's got it coming out. And now we're gonna pour some of it out and let you kind of tell me what you think about it.
I'm not one that I get a big bite.
Do it. I take that as she likes
Garlic.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy. So what are we going to pair with this?
We're actually going to make my pub burgers. And so we're about to get that prepared and we'll get it all squared away.
All right. Ground beef?
Ground beef. I use Worcestershire sauce, however you want to say that word.
I was going to say, you said it.
And then we do just minced onion and garlic powder. And I just kind of do it all by eye. There's no measurements and just kind of feel for it and go.
I like that because that's how my mom taught me to cook. You just keep, you gotta eye it, taste, and so forth. So I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, I need to measure an exact tablespoon of this. I'm like, that's how I was taught to cook. That's how she was taught to cook by my grandmother, and that's how I like to do things. That way it's easier to remember. Just keep working it until you get it the way you want. All right, we'll be back here in just a few.
Good morning. How are you all? Back at my house on the farm this morning. I got the fountain going, and today it's about porch love. It's I guess I go to a lot of houses and have wonderful opportunities, but one of the things I notice sometimes, not always, right, is your front door might have gotten forgotten about. So I always put a little more effort and a little more thought into it. So I've been working on getting the porch cleaned. It still needs to be cleaned some more. Now, door just got painted and it bubbled and it cracked, but we're not going to worry about that. What I love about this is I have these absolutely massive urns. And I've got one finished. I got my fresh new fern in it, put some great dirt, we're planting it. But then I got another layer of plants. So I'll get him finished up later today. Beautiful. Love these things. I've had these for probably 25 years. And I think it just adds a little personality. So when you're thinking about your front porch or something, look how big these urns are and the scale of it because it has drama. But we're going to keep going. Got these great lanterns. I'm going to tuck those in behind here. Tuck another one, and when we have parties or family or something that's like a little special, we'll light the candles, and actually it has a beautiful effect to it. Just got my fancy new monogram rug. I'm moving big time. But again, it's addressing the whole front door. When you walk up to this, I always say it this way. It looks like somebody that lives in this house loves their house, and I feel like that's important, that you give that much attention. So now we've got the front door addressed. Let's worry about sitting and swinging on the front porch. We're going to go to the next part of the house. I'm here on the farm this morning, and front door love. I want to give the side porch love on the front of my house. So what I've done is I found a great Sassel rug that's pretty weather friendly. And I always say this, you can never have too many pillows. So blue is kind of my fallback. So I'm going to take this beautiful swing. Love everything about this swing. This was actually a wedding gift, and we've been married for 27 years. And we've had this, and the family friend made this, and it's precious to us. But to come out here and sit on this swing and fill it full of pillows, you don't get better than this. Rocking chairs, more pillows. Again, these rocking chairs were a gift when we moved in the house for my business partners. And again, it's about, we use this and love this, but every time I look at this, I think of family and love. Got a great throw out here. You get cold at nighttime. Love these things. This is a garden stool. I've talked about this before. I have these actually on my back porch. It's a great way to add a little formality to a room, or I call it a room, space. You can put a little drink on there, a little book on there, great little sweet tea. You know, I think it adds the elegance that I love. But yet I've got rocking chairs and swings, but it's my porch and I love it. So this is my home. Welcome. I hope you love it. Come and see me at House by JSD or housebyjsd.com.
Comfort Master came in and helped me do an assessment because it's a geothermal unit, and he helps maintain the geothermal, and he helped give me some ideas about how to insulate the crawl space better to create more energy efficiency. And the value that they give us is really important. And you know, if that's $1 or $2 higher, I'm okay with that, because I know the guys are safe, I know they're well educated, I know they're coming on time and doing what they say, and I can trust them. That means a lot. Just had a great experience with Comfort Master.
New in 2021, the name that defines the very best, Jimmy Nash Homes, brings you new communities, new floor plans, and styles featuring Anderson Windows and Doors, the most trusted name in windows and doors. See it all at jimmynashhomes.com.
Well, we are having way too much fun. All right, so Art, oh gosh, if they just seen what happened before the camera, I was busting a move, so to speak. Okay. Ground beef. What kind of ground beef did you use? Because I have learned in the past, like trying to eat really healthy, since it tends to be a lot easier to do that in the summer with grilling and everything, that my burgers fell apart because I wasn't using enough fat in the burgers.
Yes, I always go with an 80-20 typically. It's not the greasiest, but it's not the leanest. If you do want lean because you got health issues or whatever else, put an egg for a binder. But the good thing about when you grill, all of the grease and stuff falls out. So it's not like it's on a pan or anything else where it's just cooking its own stuff. It's dripping out. So it's healthier to begin with. Yeah.
Okay, so temperature-wise?
On this one, this is a pellet, so I set it to about 300 degrees so that we can just kind of go and get an even temperature. And you got to learn your hot and your cold spots on the grill itself, so you know which spots to move them to and everything else. And then also, when you put them on there, if you put your thumbprint in there, it keeps them from swelling up in the center on the hand-packed ones.
Really? Mm-hmm. And remind us again what we put into this?
I put garlic powder, I put minced onions, and I put Worcestershire sauce.
I just wanted to hear you say it again, so I didn't have to.
Yep.
All right, so you're going to throw a few more on there, and we'll see how they turn out. Those are some big burgers, but I'm pretty excited. We'll be back here in just a few. Well, it is an absolutely gorgeous day over in Patch & Wilkes, and Jimmy Nash is with us, giving us a little preview into what is going to be on the Grand Tour, which is a little later this year.
September this year. And these are two of our Grand Tour houses, both of them new designs. So the brick you see won't be a red brick, it'll be a painted brick.
Okay.
So that brick is actually called a painter's brick. It's made to be painted.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's got a nice texture to it, holds paint 10, 20 years.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff. There'll be a combination of hardy plank and painted brick.
I know, and I'm already like looking at the windows. I love the windows on this front.
Yeah, black windows on both houses, some form of a white on the painted brick and hardy, and architecturally by far very current with the United States, but not so much here in Lexington.
But it doesn't feel like it's in place here.
Yeah. So, so you got these nice gables and arches and swoops and all that stuff, and The insides are as unique
crazy.
as the outside.
Yeah, these exteriors almost kind of make me think back to some of these homes that you've seen in some cities that are almost, I don't know what decade they came from, but yeah, they have all those like, you know, nuances of the swoops, and they're just very interesting.
All the big cities, you know, Nashville and Charlotte, those are the two big cities. You'll see this type of architecture throughout new construction.
So in regards to patching, how much is left, Jimmy?
Yeah, we have 4 or 5 lots left.
Okay.
And we're getting ready to offer 2 lake lots.
That's
So,
nice.
Yeah, they have a great view. Those would be estate homes, side entry garages,
Nice.
4, 5, 6,000 square foot houses.
But it truly is a beautiful day here. I mean, you just couldn't get prettier.
Yeah, it's a great location.
Yeah.
And
Easy access.
These homes are sold,
Okay.
but we have a few lots left.
Okay.
And come out and visit us, take a look at them.
Few lots still in Greenbrier as well?
3
3,
left
okay.
there.
So you're moving and shaking.
Yeah, yeah. And then we have our new neighborhood, Waldorf, that's getting ready to start up.
And you
we
still got
haven't
the
started
Oaks and
selling
everything
it.
too.
And Nicholasville, the Oaks. And then just if somebody else has a lot, we'll build on their lot as well.
All right, well, I cannot wait to see these come to fruition and kind of get inside and see how everything takes place. In the meantime, if people have questions for you, what's the best way to kind of like get a hold of you and like maybe start that process?
Cell number's always the best. Just shoot me a text, 859-621-8880 or jimmynashhomes.com.
All right.
Here at Hubbard Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. We're constantly saving our customers hundreds of dollars. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hubbard Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
How do you create the garden of your dreams? The right plants, in the right place, with the right soil, and with our advice. Come see us at Springhouse Gardens, where buying plants is a walk in the park.
Wake up with Bill and Andrea, weekdays on WKYT This Morning.
All right, well, it is almost go time for these burgers.
It is.
How are we looking?
They're coming off.
Okay.
So, gotta have some good fun.
Those are some pretty big burgers. I'll be honest.
Big
Those
burgers.
are a lot bigger than what I normally go with.
Well, we eat good around here.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, I gotta get that cheese melted. You use Colby?
I use Colby Jack cheese
Okay.
on there. I personally like the way it's on there. It just melts a little bit easier and adds some good flavor to it, and just kind of go.
And your preferred bun?
I do like sesame buns. I think that they are some of the best ones.
Yeah,
So,
and if you're always looking for a healthier option, you can always go with like with lettuce wraps and the
a lot of times,
big lettuce or something.
even a big boy like me, I like them lettuce wraps on the burgers.
Well, sometimes if the meat's just a really good meat and you've flavored it really well, sometimes
Yeah.
I don't like the bun to kind of distract from all the other flavors that are marinating
Yeah, and
together.
sometimes you can go with the thinner bun too. That don't have to be as thick to go with the burger.
All right, well, I guess the next thing to do, since we got our salsa and our burger ready to go, is just I'm gonna let the cheese melt just a little bit more because I like mine a little melty, and then we'll do a good taste here.
All right.
Sound good? And a big tip here: when you're grilling outside, you don't have to worry about where all that grease is going.
Yep, doesn't go down the drains.
Yeah, because there's been too many times where I had good intentions of catching it, and
Best of intentions.
stuff happens, and we know what Art thinks about letting the grease go down the drains.
Yep. No.
All right, we'll be back here in just a few. Well, Travis with Urban Landscapes is with us again, doing a little bit of manual labor for the quickest front yard landscape makeover
Record.
ever.
Record.
Front yard, this was already raised, the pavers were there, had some of the pebble and stuff in there. I was not going to go in there and pick all that pebble out. Not happening. We'll just call it an extra weed barrier.
Yep.
So pulled a few weeds out, a few plants that just weren't thriving in the environment. You've put the pine vines again in here, so now it's just up to us to
Spread it around.
Okay, all right. So, how long does this stuff typically, how long do you see it like last before it starts really breaking
I would
down?
say probably good at least through the summer,
Okay.
and maybe this close to fall. I would kind of maybe see
Go and
how,
touch
how
it up?
well see how well with the summer how well it broke down, and
And it spreads so easy.
yes, it is. It's really nice material.
Grab a little bit there. Yeah, I wasn't about to go in, remove all these pavers, remove all that stone.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, we're gonna make it smell better, look better, everything, but minimize the work.
Those are good.
And about how much does this run, cost-wise?
I believe this material, I have to go back and look and see now.
We stumped him. We stumped him.
Yeah, you stumped me. We got that.
Shay, I'm doing too much. You got me working here.
I don't want to shoot off my hip right now.
Yeah.
I have to look and see because we just got this product in.
Oh, okay.
Just the other day, and it's not fresh in my mind.
Gotcha.
But it's it's $1 or $2 difference than the pine nuggets. I do know.
And
that.
I really like this.
Yeah.
I'll go back in and put a little bit more there, but I mean, already that just plays really well to this Japanese maple. Pops with this, Nandina. Richard Weber would be very proud of me that I am just spouting these things off right and left. All right, guys.
Good deal.
Seriously, that quickest front yard makeover ever. Now I guess I just need to break out the lawnmower and help mow their yard. Because we're doing everything on the show, right?
Yeah, do that and get rid of the clover and I think we'll be good to go.
Absolutely. All right. In the meantime, if people have questions for you or if they need to come by and get some or if they need it dropped off.
Correct. We do deliver, so we can do either way. You can come by and pick it up, like I said, and we can deliver. And just give us a call at 241-5050.
All right. All right, it is go time. I get to taste first because you're going to tell everybody about how they can learn more awesome ideas for cooking this summer.
Yep. Yeah, we're actually going to start doing a social media campaign where we're just to show us outside of work because everyone gets to see us whenever we fix all their stuff. But this way, it actually gets to see a different side of us and a different side of the guys in the company and everything else. So we're going to have all kinds of grilling tips. You know, we're going to put our recipes on there. I don't have any secrets. Any recipe I got, I'll share anyone. So, and just different techniques, like how you do it, how you know when a burger's done. Like on these, I usually look for the juices to start turning just from being tinted to being clear. And so that's a good way you can tell without having to cut your meat all the time and then drying it out. I keep heating it back up. So that's little tips like that we'll be putting on our social media.
Yeah, and of course you can watch them all throughout the summer on the show because they'll be doing more of this here. That's pretty yummy, and I'm just still impressed that it's just perfectly cooked all the way through because if that had been me grilling, there would be probably a lot of red still showing.
Yeah, it's years of mistakes to learn how not to do it anymore.
Well, good job.
Thank you.
We will see you next time. Make sure to go online to bluegrasshg.tv at WKYT, and you can see all the other episodes and segments, and we're loading them up to YouTube, trying to give you all easy access to see them all the time and go back and look for more. We'll see you next time.